Today in Brelandia, my name is Brianna and I am a homeschool mom, but I am also a mom who really happens to enjoy fitness, nutrition, and I just love the science behind it and I see the importance of it. But I also, being a mom, you feel that mom guilt of being able to take time away from your kids. To being away from your kids, not you don't take the time away from your kids, but to being away from your kids or not getting everything done around the house or in the yard in order to take care of yourself. And especially being at home, working out at home, man, you're like working out and you're looking off to the side and you're seeing the pile of laundry or you're seeing the weeds that need to be pulled and you're seeing all these things and you're thinking about the meal that you're going to make at dinner. And it can be hard. It can be hard to do and to make yourself feel like a priority. And I'm here to tell you guys, you are a priority and you do need to be taking care of yourself with fitness. I know that's a hard thing to swallow for some, but it's something like no matter what you look like, no matter where you are at health-wise, like if you have perfect lab results and all that kind of jazz, you still need to be taking care of yourself. It's something that every single person needs to do. Our bodies were created to move, and with modern society we have gotten to a point where we don't move as much as like we used to back in the day. And right now I have been sitting down trying to make a YouTube video for like the past hour or so. And I just keep not getting to the points that I want to get to. So hopefully this time around we get there. But yeah, it's something we just don't take care of ourselves the way that we should. And we really need to get on that, because even if we seem fine now, eventually we're gonna hit a wall and we're not gonna be able to take care of our kids, and we're gonna rely on people to take care of us. You know how I know that? Because that wall hit in July of 2021. I ended up breaking my foot and it was hard. Thank goodness I had my sister-in-law here to help take care of me for a few days, and we had our church family step in a big way and send us meals and all the things. But at the same time, like, it was so hard for me mentally, not only just because I couldn't do the things I was used to doing, but having that mom guilt, like, this is my job, this is like the thing that I'm here to support our family with, and I can't do it. And it was so hard to fight that mentally. And then also not being able to move on top of that. My body loves movement. I've gotten to the point where, can you hear that grasshopper or cricket or whatever it is? It's a cricket. Crickets make that sound. I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry if you can. But I have been full on working out pretty much since my daughter was born. My daughter is now 9. And even before then, I was working out, although I will say I was following those programs that are meant to take your money and not to help you actually succeed and thrive with a healthy lifestyle. They're just meant to keep you coming back and to keep taking your money. So when my daughter was born, I decided to just do a deep dive into figuring out this whole fitness, nutrition thing, and I wanted to really just figure it out and become the healthiest version of myself. And so I've been doing it since then, and now that my daughter's 9, and when she was 8, then and then all of a sudden not being able to move. I mean, I can move obviously, and I did look up some broken foot workouts that did help with that movement, but like my body needed movement and I wasn't able to give it the movement that it needed, and it just puts even more stress, like, and then all of that, and then me trying to like figure out how to take care of my family. So I honestly think it extended my healing process, because originally it was supposed to be 3 weeks, and then I broke it a little bit more. And so they're like, another 3 weeks. And then, yeah, it ended up taking 10 weeks together before I was even able to take my boot off, before I was even able to walk with the boot. And, yeah, that was not a fun time, but it really was like a big wake-up call. And even the orthopedist was like, when she looked at my x-ray for the first time, she was like, "You're stressed." And I was like, "How do you know that?" And she's like, "I can just tell by your bones. Like, these are some stressed out feet bones." And I'm just like, yeah, I guess I am. And it made me really take a step back to look at the things that, okay, I need to do a better job. Like, I thought I was doing an okay job because I was working out and I was doing the things, but I was also just taking on too much and not focusing on that rest and recovery and things like that. And so, yeah, now that I've been getting back into it since about April. I did try getting back into it right away, but like going slowly, and it just wasn't happening. And then in April, I finally started getting back into my rhythm and routine, and now I want to help you guys out and also kind of have you guys keep me accountable, because again, I've fallen into that mom guilt of like, oh my gosh, I have so many other things that I should be doing instead of working out. But then at the same time, it's like, but you need to work out so you can keep yourself healthy, and even just for the mental aspect of it, like, you can become like, being active plays such a huge part on depression and things like that. And we're getting ready to go into winter here. It's already really cold. Right now, you see I'm wearing a jacket. That's because it's like 40 degrees outside. It is cold. And I'm one of the type of people who get seasonal depression. So I need to make sure I'm doing what it takes in order to just keep my mind clear, keep me feeling good and at my best. And yeah, so I want to create this program and help other moms, because I know I'm not the only one going through it. And I feel like I have enough of knowledge on it that I can create something of a great workout program for moms who just need the help, and even a little nutrition advice and things like that. But let me stop here and say, this is something you do need to make sure that you have been approved medically in order to do, because that right there is the only excuse. Obviously, if you're brand new postpartum, like, let's take a year, not just the 6 weeks. Take a year before you really start getting back into it. I mean, yeah, go for walks and things like that, but let your body recover. It is so important, not just doing it for 6 weeks, but to really let your body recover from that, because it's just, again, once I had my daughter, I just went, as soon as that 6 weeks were up, I was like, let's get to this. And I ended up giving myself dissectius recti. Oh my gosh, I said that totally wrong. But because I just was so into like, let's do this. And if I just did it in a better way, and I've learned now to like how to heal that and how to do better at getting that. And so when I had my son, I was like, okay, I'm gonna ease back into it. But even then, after having him, I still think, like, hindsight, I wish I would have taken it even slower than I did, because I mean, I didn't get the dissectius recti. Oh my gosh, I'm so saying that wrong. I didn't get that again, but I did. I mean, I think I probably would have been able to keep up my milk supply. I had to stop breastfeeding him at, I think it was like 6 months, maybe 3 or 6 months. I don't remember. 6 months or something like that. And I don't know. I think I was just trying too hard to get back into shape and get back into fitness whenever, I don't know, just enjoy that baby. Take time to really recover first. Like, I mean, enjoy the walks, because again, you do need some movement, but take time to recover before fully diving back into it. And make sure you're medically able to do this, as well as if you are really, really struggling in that nutrition realm. I will be giving the advice that I know, but I highly recommend going to a registered dietitian, and then even then being very picky about who you choose, because in today's day and age, like there's some questionable doctors out there. And the reason why I say a registered dietitian is because not every doctor or general physician is required to study nutrition, and so they're just going with the latest diet fad that they hear on the news too. So really make sure you're going to somebody who knows what they're talking about. I highly recommend like a functional medicine dietitian type person. That's who I think is going to give you the best nutrition help. And again, I know that is not always affordable, but yeah, I would recommend doing that if you're really, really, really struggling. And in the meantime, maybe what I can give you can help. But again, I'm not a doctor, or, so I can't claim to know all the things, and especially if you have like diabetes or I don't know, any underlying medical condition. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to give you the best information for whatever ailment you have. So I want to make sure that you are very well aware of that. But yeah, so let's jump into where I would like to have you guys start. So I'm going to be showing you some fitness routines that I do. I'm going to be showing you ways that you can make it work at home. And I know you see this behind me and you're like, but I don't have any of that kind of stuff at home. Don't worry. I'm going to show you how you can create some weights at home. I'm going to show you some modified versions. If you don't have stuff like this at home, I'm going to show you it. I'm going to show you how to do some things at a park that you can just go to a playground and get a great workout from what you have at a playground. And even now, I know my town has a workout playground type thing. So maybe yours has something like that too, and we can go do something like that I will be sharing in videos, as well as showing you how to use equipment like this. And I do have a gym membership that I could record at a gym, but I probably won't, because I do want to be respectful of the other gym goers, because it's hard enough to get yourself to a gym, especially if you're a very newbie and you don't understand things. I mean, looking around at my gym and the people that go there, I feel like they would be very proud to be in a workout video. They're all very, very nice, but yeah, it's definitely a younger, more social media crowd. But I do want to be respectful, especially if there's somebody that's just uncomfortable with the gym still, and I don't want them to be in the back of my workout video and then them looking to the side and being like, oh crap. So I want to be respectful of the other gym goers, and I don't want to threaten that. And my gym is very busy, and it would be very hard to record a video without having anybody be in the background. So I probably won't be sharing too much of my gym, but I mean, if I get a chance to and it's a very not busy day, then maybe I will. But I will, whenever I'm doing like my leg day videos or my upper body day videos, I will also I don't know if I'll put it on the screen or if I'll put it in the description box down below. I haven't decided yet, but I will give you a workout plan to do at the gym. And if you would like more help on trying to understand how to do a specific thing, you can always reach out and I'd be happy to help. But also just know, if you are at a gym, most gyms do have personal trainers that are very happy to help you learn how to use an equipment. You can also even just type in that machine or whatever on YouTube, and a video will pop up of how to use that machine. And you can even look up like the exact model of the machine and everything, so you can see exactly how to use that specific machine. Or even, like, guys, the gym goers, for the most part, I will say, are some of the nicest people you will ever meet. Yes, there are a few jerks out there, but for the most part, they are like the sweetest people. I've known that at every gym that I've been to in our area. I have met some amazing people, and even more recently at this new gym that I've been going to, there's people that look like they're gonna be super jerky, and then you will be like, are you using that bench? And then they strike up the nicest conversation with you, and it's like, oh, you can't judge a book by its character. And so, yeah, it's just one of those things that I don't want anybody to be scared to go to the gym. And if you have the ability and the financial stability to go to a gym and get a gym membership, I highly recommend doing that. That goes back to like what we were talking about before, where if you're working out at home, you see all the things that need to be done, and it's really hard to get that out of your head. Whereas if you go to a gym that has a great child care program, like right now ours is an amazing child care program, it lets you take your mind off your kids are being taken care of, you don't see the pile of laundry, you can just focus on yourself and get a good workout in, and it's so fun, especially because a lot of gyms also have a sauna, and you can go sit in the sauna after your workout and just take a minute to have that mommy breather. It's so nice. It's so nice. So I highly recommend doing that if you have the ability to, but if not, don't worry, because I will help you out here as well, and we will get you a great program that you can do at home with what you have at home, and get a good workout in and get your body moving to make it feel good. And like I said, I also am going to be talking about some of the nutrition aspects of it, and just for starters here, because it's going to be a while before I can get all these videos uploaded. I'm planning on trying to upload every Friday. Let's hope I can do that. I know I'm trying not to take on too much. Like I said, we don't want to put too much stressors on, but I would like to try to get up a video every Friday. And I will be helping out with like certain meals and ideas and things like that. But for in the meantime, I want you to focus on eating food. I want you to enjoy eating food. I want you to make sure you're eating fat, carbs, and protein. Think of those as your superheroes. They are the Avengers. They are going to give your body the energy it needs to do the things you need it to do in order to fuel your workouts, in order to take care of your kids, in order to play with your kids, in order to do housework or whatever it is you do, in order to teach your kids, to go on field trips with your kids, to be there and have enough energy for your husbands when they get home at the end of the day, because sometimes they are demanding. I mean, not like demanding. I don't want my husband to sound like a jerk, but like they want some action too when they get home, right? But, and you're just like, I'm so tired because I had a long day. But hopefully with eating enough food and having energy, you're going to be able to be there for yourself, be there to have energy to take care of everything else around you, and have energy to spend some time with your husband at the end of the day as well. And yeah, so you're going to think of those as your superheroes. But also, I want you to think about adding in your micronutrients, which are your sidekicks to your superheroes. You definitely need all of the macronutrients, the protein, fats, and carbs. Those are what create calories. Calories, I don't want you to think of, oh gosh, that has so many calories in it. I want you to think of, great, that has the energy I need to fuel my day. I want calories because calories equal energy. Don't believe me? Look up the definition of calories. Calories equal energy. So we want to have that energy, but we also want to be adding in more micronutrients. Micronutrients are those vitamins and minerals that are going to make those calories do a better job at their jobs. So like protein is building and repairing the cells to our bodies, and carbs are our body's preferred energy source. And then, gosh, I'm blanking on what fat does at the moment. I should like rechecked it. Fat, what does fat do? Like fat is what we need to create the oils and the hormones and all the things. They control the hormones and things like that in our bodies. And yeah, so micronutrients makes them perform more efficiently. So if you're making sure you're just having these, you're getting gas, right? You're getting the gas you need to fuel yourselves. If you're having the micronutrients added to that, you're getting that premium gas. You want to have that best gas in your body, right? So you want to make sure you're adding in like the rainbow, and I'm not talking about Skittles. By the way, guys, did you know food dye is created from tar? Oh, like once I learned that, I just learned that not that long ago. And now I'm just like, anytime my kids ask for like sprinkles or something on ice cream, I'm just like, I don't know if I should be doing this. It's tar. And also, I just heard that. I haven't actually looked it up yet, so if it ends up not being true, sorry. But yeah, so like, instead of going for things that have those like added chemicals and things like that, let's like go for real foods and things that are like, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. Guys, potatoes have so many micronutrients in them that whenever, I think it was after World War I, Ireland was almost wiped out completely after World War I. Ireland almost was completely wiped out, and potatoes were imported from the Americas to Ireland, and it saved the country because of the nutrition in them, and then like they had protein from other sources, and it like brought back their country. Those are the kind of facts that homeschool moms can give you. I just love all the random facts that homeschool moms know. Anyways, that's one that I know. I was like, what? Potatoes saved Ireland. Yeah, and so yeah, I want you to focus on those micronutrients, and if you can, like things like liver would be great. I've actually started taking a liver supplement because liver is one of the most micronutrient dense foods out there. But I am full on American that I think liver sounds disgusting. So I did start taking that in a capsule form. And again, you don't need to take any supplements at all. I would like you to try to focus on doing it with food first, because supplements are meant to be there if you can't get it in through food. And so a perfect diet would have absolutely no supplements at all. So I would like you to try to get everything you need through through food alone. And then if you do need to add on and you like have some blood work done or whatever, and you're lacking in some micronutrient, then consider doing a supplement. But for the most part, let's try to get it all in through food. So add in more of those micronutrients. And again, I don't want you to fear sweets and stuff like that. Obviously, you don't want to go overboard on that, but again, you don't need to fear it. It's okay to have a glass of wine here and there. Maybe just don't have one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's okay to have a sweet treat after dinner every single night. Just start focusing on adding in more foods. I don't want you to fear foods, especially coming in on this holiday season. We're getting to a point where we're starting to think, oh gosh, am I going to gain like 500 pounds after this holiday season because of all the good food? I don't want you to think of that. Think of, wow, what am I going to be able to accomplish after I eat these meals? You personally take the holiday time to build muscle and build strength, because I know I'm going to want to eat the food. Let me use the food to do some good and build some muscle. And that's what I usually do. Although right now I'm at a point, just because I'm coming off of having that broken foot and having all those stressors all at once, I'm just more so focusing this year on getting my overall health back in check. I mean, it never really went too far out of check, but I did start noticing certain signs with like my menstrual cycle and things like that, some things were starting to get off. I had blood work done, but and it didn't show like any signs off. Everything appeared normal, but I could just tell within my own body it wasn't actually normal. It was like that real, like the check engine light was starting to come on, but I knew I needed to do something about it. And I do feel so much better now, since again I've been like really getting back into everything since April, that my body is really starting to feel good again, and I'm starting to enjoy it, and it's been great. Another thing I want you guys to work on is not looking at your scale. I know that can be kind of hard, especially when you're wanting to like get results. You tend to focus too much on weight versus actual health. Now, you can have a heavier weight and actually be healthy. This was a really hard thing for me to take in, and then I did it for the first time. So before I had my daughter, I had just recovered from Lyme disease, and before I got pregnant with her anyways. And so like right around the time I was meeting my husband, I had just gotten over Lyme disease. I had lost so much weight from the medicine that they put me on from that, and I ended up weighing like 120 pounds, and I thought it was like the best thing ever, because I had finally, like I had always been like around 140 pounds, so I'm 5'8", so I'm pretty tall, and I was always kind of like around the 140 pounds, but for the first time ever, I was like 120 pounds, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever, and I thought I was like in good shape and things like that. But ask me to do anything, like run a mile, lift something heavy, or just like not get out of breath going upstairs. I looked skinny, but I was not healthy at all. Just like the energy was depleted. I had no muscle. I really struggled with my job. I was a vet technician, and before getting Lyme disease, being a vet technician, I was able to like lift up the big dogs and put them on the scale and things like that. But now it was like I didn't have the strength to even like walk the dog. So just because you are skinnier or weigh less doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy. And you can even take a look at the bikini competitors and like those bodybuilding shows and things like that. They look like they are the healthiest people in the world, right? You think, oh my gosh, they're so skinny, they have those abs and the muscles and things like that. A lot of people think they're healthy, but actually their hormones are so out of whack, and they have lost their cycle, and they just are not in a healthy spot overall. And you ask any of them, and they will tell you, no, that is not healthy and not sustainable in any form. I guarantee you every single one will say that, unless they are a newbie and very naive. But yeah, so I was at 120. I thought that was cool. I thought that's where I needed to get back after being pregnant. And then I went to a gym, and the personal trainer with that free personal training session was like, yeah, we want you more at like 160, I think would be a good point to have you at. And then I got to that point, and I was a size 2. I was looking good. I was feeling good, and everything was going great, right? But I was 160, and I was like, this is so mind-blowing to me that I have the body that like I've always wanted to have, but I'm 160. And even now, it kind of tricks your mind. So right now, I'm actually 185 pounds because I had gained a lot over over that whole broken foot period, and then like that bulking phase right before that broken foot period. Kind of bad timing, but I would not go back and change it. I mean, I would go back and change breaking my foot, but I would not go back and change that bulking period. I had gained quite a bit during that time, and now I had also, once from April to like I'd say July maybe, I had lost about 10 pounds, and then I did not weigh myself anymore, because again, like, the scale doesn't mean a thing, and you don't want it to mess with your mind. Anyways, the other day I had stepped back on it because I was just curious. I'm like, I've been doing better, I feel like I'm fitting in my clothes so much better, I'm just curious, what do I weigh? And it ended up being, I weighed 186, and that was like 6-pound gain from the last time I weighed myself. And I started to like really start to doubt it, and I was like, oh gosh, like, am I not progressing the way I thought I was? But then just a few minutes later, I realized I had to do laundry because all my leggings and all my joggers were dirty, and I really wanted to go work out. And the only leggings I had 2 leggings left. One was a really sheer pair of leggings that I usually only use for an at-home workout, but I was wanting to go to the gym that day. And then the other one was leggings that I ordered as a size small, and I was like, it was a size smaller than I normally am a size medium. I had ordered a small because it was the last of that color, and it was a Black Friday sale, and a lot of people were like, if you're in between sizes, size down because it still will fit, type of a thing. And I was like, okay, yeah. But this was like right after I had just gotten out of that boot, and I hadn't really been able to work out yet, and I didn't realize how much I had gained in fat wise during that time. And I got them, and I couldn't even get them like past this point. So I'd pull them up and they would not go past this point of my leg. And so like I'm just standing there looking at those leggings. I'm like, I just gained an extra 6 pounds. Like, these are not gonna fit. But I was like, I'm so desperate for pants right now, let me just try. And sure enough, they go right up. And I'm like, what? But at the same time, I'm like, Brianna, muscle is more dense than fat. You know that. Stop looking at that dang scale. So I just want you to know, like, the scale does not determine your progress. You can definitely use it as a tool, but in the end of the day, it's not going to determine your progress. Your progress is going to be on how you feel, how your clothes are fitting. And I know I posted it to Instagram because I was so happy that these pants fit. And at the same time, you shouldn't necessarily be buying clothes that don't fit you to begin with. But at the same time, like, being able to fit in those clothes I knew I was making progress, even though I wasn't showing it on the scale, like, at all. And so it's one of those things. And then I was like super happy because I'm like, that means it was muscle that I've gained. And I was just so excited because for women, gaining muscle is a lot harder than it is for men. That's just how it is. So I was so excited about that. And it also just needs to like let you know, like, the scale doesn't mean a thing. You can make so much progress and you're not going to see that scale budge at all. So I want you to just like kind of toss that scale aside. Don't look at it. Don't do anything with it. And so know that just go off of how you feel, how much energy you're having and gaining, and like maybe you have high blood pressure. Oh man, I had not only am I taking those liver pills, I'm also taking fish egg pills because I need more vitamin D and things like that during the winter time. Like I was saying, the seasonal depression and stuff like that. And so the fish eggs give you those burps. So yeah. Yeah, I don't even know where I was. All right, well, that's probably a good spot to end this video. So yeah, we'll be looking on the lookout for some workout videos coming up, maybe some recipes. If there's any kind of recipe you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. Or if you, I don't know, if you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments below. If you have another homeschool mommy friend who would like in on this, or I don't know, this is kind of one of those hard videos like, hey, I saw this workout video. I think you should do it. Those don't always go over so well. But yeah, if you like this video or you're excited for it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and hit subscribe if you're ready to take this journey with me. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.